Hello and welcome. Today's problem, Evo2 headlights. We've got a dip beam and we've got a side light. If we put the high beam on, the dip light goes out. This isn't right. So we need to sort that out. So my suggestion is we start with the switch on the steering column. So let's get the steering wheel off and have a look and see if we can find a fault. Right, the first thing we need to do is get the steering wheel straight ahead. And I'm going to take a little bit of chalk and I'm going to mark straight ahead on everything. Right. There's 6 screws in that bezel. I've taken 4 out for speed. It's an Evo2, so there's a bright metal trim around, holds the horn button in. So we'll take that and take that off, put that down, take the horn button out. I've disconnected the battery, disconnect the horn button and take the steering wheel off. Put that down there. Right, put that there. So I'm going to also mark there. Because what we do is we take this trim off, so that's marked so we can see that. So now we need to take the steering wheel centre off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock it over. We've marked it so it doesn't matter. I'm going to take the key out and I'm going to lock it over onto the steering lock, and then we can loosen the horn, loosen the center bolt off. Okay, that's got it. That's got that. And that's got that. Okay, we'll put that up there for safekeeping. That's going to be pretty tight. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the shroud from the steering column and get my puller onto that, because I can't really, it's quite a, you can see it's quite a delicate thing, so I can't smack it with a hammer. So I'm going to take this shroud off. 2 screws there, 1 screw at the bottom and 2 long screws which hold this top piece on. So I'll log off, get those shrouds off and get my puller on the centerpiece there and start back up again. Right, the puller's on. I should say the center of the nut is a 24mm socket required for that. So I'm going to pull this off now. That's it. That's all it takes, just to break that taper. Right, that's all. We'll stick that outside, put that down. We can take that off, so it's marked, so we know where to put it back. Right, there's the old unit. Let's take that off. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. That's the horn contact. Right, we'll take that off there. We'll take that off there. We'll take that That's been in there a long time. Take that off there and that one off there. And now we can pull this item off. Right. I don't know what we'll do with that. Maybe take it apart, see if we can clean the contacts up, keep it as a spare. I'll put that outside. Here's the new one. I ordered that from a car yesterday. There's the horn contact, so there's a cover on that, so we'll take that off. Right, so we'll line up the winker cancellation in the groove in the steering column. Let's get that in there. Okay. Right, that's in. Push that down. God, I've got to be careful, I don't want to break anything. That's in. I'll screw that in. That's got it, yep, that's picked it up. In usual Integrale fashion, don't tighten anything up until everything's in. Right. Okay, that's good and tight. So we've got that, yeah, that. Right, that's on. Horn contact, that's in place. Leaves are free to move. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is reconnect this now. That's secure. So we'll put that in there. We'll put that in there. So I like wires to be comfortable and happy and not rubbing up against anything, so they're back to their original shape. They're not under any tension, so they'll go neatly under there. I'll put that one in there and that one in there. Right, they're on. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this top and bottom shroud in place. Okay, the bottom one screws through there into a bracket there, and there's another hole down at the bottom. So we put the bottom shroud on, and then it screws into the top one and holds the top one on. So I'll do that, I'll log off and I'll get that assembled. It'd be a bit boring doing all these screws up. I'll get that assembled and then we'll get the steering wheel boss fitted. Right, the shroud's back on. That's secure, I think. Yep, that's all good. Right, here's the center boss. Now you remember that it's locked on the lock, so we'll put it in approximately there because the steering wheel was over that way a bit. So that's a spring washer, and that's a 24mm nut. We'll put that on there. And we'll tighten that up. All right, now I'll get the key. And we'll release the steering lock. So we can return that to the central position. So that mark lines up. So that's good. Right. There's the horn. Make sure that they're in place. Okay. So here's the shroud, the rubber shroud. So there's actually a flat. There's a flat at the top. So that does help position it. So it only really fits one. It only fits one way on that. So if you lose the markings or you forget to mark them, this only fits comfortably one way onto there, and that's the top. So you're all right. If so, let's get the steering wheel straight. So we've marked the top of it, so that's fine. Right. Horn button. Reconnect. It doesn't really matter which, at least I don't think it matters which way the wires go around. So we'll get that in there. Now what we need to do is we need to get that logo, the Lancia logo, vertical. So that's a very important thing. Okay, so we'll put the trim on. See if we can find the hole. That's got it. Okay. That's got that one. And we'll put a bottom on it. That's got that one. So what I do with the horn button, take a bit of masking tape, stick it on there and just straighten it up, because I don't want to be driving along in this car with a wonky horn button. Perfect. So we'll tighten these up now, just enough to hold the horn button in, and we'll put the rest of the screws in. A little bit tedious, but I'll just get these in, and then I'll reconnect the battery and we'll test the functions, see if it works, see if it's made a difference, and the headlight problem isn't some other fault. We'll keep our fingers crossed for this. So we'll tighten them up. I don't want the steering wheel coming off of my hand. Right, done. That's good. Just test the winker. Yeah, that cancels. Right, I'll jump outside, reconnect the battery, and we can test the functions. Right, ignition on. Wipers. Yeah. Washers. Yeah. All wipers. Yeah. Smashing. Winker. Other way. Yep. Headlight. We got a headlight flash. We got no high beam warning. We got lights on. We got headlights on. We got no high beam warning. Never mind. And let's try the horn. Excellent. Right, I'm going to jump outside and we'll see if the headlight's working. Right, let's have a look what we've got. We've got side lights. Okay. We've got dip. Yeah, we got dipped. Yeah, that's fine. So we've got a side light in there, and we've got a dip beam there. Let's have a look. High beam. Oh, good. We've I've got dip. Oh, that's good. That's good. So we've fixed that quite straightforward. Excellent work. We've got dip beam, high beam, and you can't see it, but there's a side light in there as well. Good work. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.